This meeting is held in the Jackson County Courthouse Auditorium at 10 South Oakdale in Medford. This meeting is held every Wednesday morning at 9:30, as long as a quorum of 2 commissioners is available to conduct the business of Jackson County. Your Jackson County Commissioners broadcast this meeting over Rogue Valley Television, and it's available for streaming and review at jacksoncountyor.gov. Under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming. The types of business that occur at this meeting include public hearings, official voting on actions by the Board of Commissioners, presentations by departments of the county, and recognition of service that makes our county great. Agendas of the meetings are posted on the Commissioners' Bulletin Board and released on the county's website and through local media in the time required for public notice. Many of the conclusions on the business presented to the Board of Commissioners have been discussed in detail and prepared by the administrative office and staff prior to consideration at this meeting and the official vote. These prior discussions also have been properly noticed and the work done in a transparent manner. We encourage you to come and experience the process by attending any of these meetings or watch online at jacksoncountyor.gov. And now, your Jackson County Commissioners, Rick Dyer, Colleen Roberts, and Randy Sparacino, working for you.
Good morning. It's 9:30, and I'll call to order the Board of Commissioners' regular meeting for October 15th, 2025. We're in the Courthouse Auditorium and also on audio-video conference. And we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you'd stand and join us.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Move on to the request for and discussion of non-agenda items, a 5-minute limit pursuant to the codified ordinances of Jackson County, Section 213.06. Members of the public may address any item not on the agenda. However, pursuant to ORS 192.640, the Board of Commissioners is prohibited from discussing a principal subject that's not on today's agenda. Therefore, the Board of Commissioners will listen to your concerns and may consider the matter you raised by asking staff to follow up on any questions or by placing the matter on agenda for discussion at a future meeting. And we have a sign-up sheet in-house, and we do have one person signed up. That's Logan Vaughn. If you want to come forward and give your name and address for the record. If you're online and would like to speak, just raise your Zoom hand. We'll bring you in next. Thank you.
My name is Logan Vaughn. I reside at 1116 Murray, Medford. The area, West Medford we call it. Anyway, the voice in the wilderness again this morning. When I told a couple people I was going to come speak this morning, they said, oh, make sure you tell them about this Creekside debacle, that there's no way that they should vote this in, but I tried to let them know that you guys aren't the one that's doing this as the city of Medford. But anyway, I hope that the commissioners would loudly voice what nonsense this Creekside project is. But anyway, the purpose of why I'm here, last time I spoke, or I don't even know how many times, I've been trying to get into our jail for over 10 years to do ministry. Last time I ended up speaking, I did actually have Sheriff Nathan Sickler reach out to me. Unfortunately, he just put it in the hands of our current chaplain, Daryl Wiltrout, the same man I've been trying to, convince to let me go in the jail. I don't know what the right term would be. But the bottom line is the ball is being dropped by our sheriff. I don't know if Sheriff Nathan Sickler needs to be reminded that he is the highest law in the land here in Jackson County. What he says goes. He could allow me into the jail right now, no questions asked. But he's relinquished his power to Daryl Wiltrout. Why? I don't know. I have, in my process of trying to get into the jail, I've met several other ministries and other men who have been trying to get in the jail. And why, for lack of a better term, this gatekeeper is holding up men and women from, the scripture is very clear about calling us to go and minister in the jails and to bring the Lord in there. And I'm telling you guys, Jesus is the solution to these problems in this county. If these men find the Lord and they truly find the Lord, not these false Christs that there's given, you know, the scripture is very clear that during the end of times that there will be many false Christ, antichrist. And what I'm telling you is our churches and our area is surrounded with them. That's not my fault. But what we do need to allow is we do need to allow these men to get true ministry. I can't really comment on why it's not happening. Subjectively, I mean, I want to think, it's funny, basically I just need to know a number. I have over hundreds of signatures of a petition that I got going here of people who want to see me do ministry, Jackson County residents, who want to see me doing ministry inside of our jail. How many signatures do I need? Do I need everyone in the county to sign this before we allow me to go in the jail and do ministry? This is wrong, folks. So I don't know what you can do, if you can maybe, I'm at my wit's end here. I mean, if you guys can't help these men in there, they can't even get Bibles in there. How do I know this? Because I know this, because I was there. This is wrong. And I don't know what it's going to take. Like I said, do I need to get every signature in Jackson County to be able to go do a ministry in there? I'm not asking for money. I'll do this for free. I mean, what's going on, folks? Please help me. I understand that you guys are the employers. I mean, obviously Nathan is voted in. I understand it's a voted in position. But he answers to you guys. And he's the highest law in the land. He needs to take some authority and some initiative here and allow some true ministry, some effective ministry inside of the jail. I can only say, people ask me, well, why aren't they let you go to the jail? What's going on? What do you mean? You can't go in the jail to do ministry? People don't even know. And the only thing I can think of is you don't want effective ministry in there. And why would that be? Well, maybe we'll continue to have recidivism so we can continue to justify our new jail. You know, there's lots of nonprofit programs that we don't give money to that do great work around here, but there's a lot that, you know, aren't. And I don't need any money to do this. I want to do this for free. There are other men and women that want to go in there and do this for free. But Daryl Wiltrout is not allowing us. Why? I don't know. And so, for the love of God, please let these men have access to the Bible, have access to be able to pray with other men and women in this community. That's our job. That's what we're called to do as believers, to go and to bring the word into these prisons, in these jails. And I've been trying for 10 years. Please, if you guys could just get me, how many signatures do I need to have? If I have every signature in Jackson County, can it happen then? Anyway, please, do what you can. These men need Jesus. I don't want to, it is what it is. The voice in the wilderness, crying, prepare ye the way of the Lord. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Logan. Anybody else in the auditorium wish to speak? Or anybody online?
Madam Chair, there's no one on Zoom with their hand raised.
Okay, well, with that, we're going to move on to the consent calendar. We have minutes of meetings from the Board of Commissioners work session for September 23rd, 2025, the Board of Commissioners regular meeting September 24th, 2025, and the Board of Commissioners staff meeting September 25th, 2025. We have an order appointing Benjamin Klein to the Veterans Advisory Committee, and that is Order 212-25. And we have an order proclaiming Jackson County's participation in the Great Oregon Shakeout on October 16th, 2025, and that's Order number 213.2-25.
And I will move to approve the consent calendar as read.
I'll second.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And as we do, we will read the proclamation that we just approved in the matter of proclaiming Jackson County's participation in the Great Oregon Shakeout on October 16th, 2025, which is tomorrow. Whereas Jackson County recognizes that no community is immune from natural disasters, whether it be earthquake, wildfire, flood, winter storms, drought, heat wave, or dam failure, and recognizes the importance of enhancing its ability to withstand natural hazards, as well as the importance of reducing the human suffering, property damage, interruption of public services, and economic losses caused by these hazards. Those hazards too. And whereas community resilience to earthquakes and other disasters depends on the preparedness levels of all stakeholders in the community, including individuals, families, schools, community organizations, faith-based organizations, nonprofits, businesses, and government. And whereas major earthquakes pose a particular significant and ongoing threat to Jackson County and the region, and whereas the county has a responsibility to promote earthquake preparedness internally as well as with the public and to plan appropriately for earthquake-related disasters. And whereas Jackson County will participate in the Great Oregon Shakeout Drop, Cover, and Hold On earthquake drill on October 16th, 2025 at 10:16, and encourages the public, schools, businesses, and other community stakeholders to participate. And whereas as part of the Great Oregon Shakeout on October 16th, 2025, the county will concurrently conduct a test of its mass notification system by sending a notification to all residents who have opted into Jackson Alerts. Now, therefore, the Board of Commissioners of Jackson County proclaims Jackson County will participate in the Great Oregon Shakeout on October 16th, 2025 at 10:16 a.m. and urges the residents of Jackson County to prepare in order to protect everyone you love. And secondly, it is the responsibility of each citizen to take actions to protect life and property, including mitigating structural and non-structural hazards and participating in earthquake drills. And it's dated the 15th of October, 2025 in Medford, Oregon, as we just approved today. So be on alert if you're signed up for Jackson Alerts. Your phones will be ringing tomorrow on 10:16 at 10:16. And if you're not signed up for Jackson Alerts, we hope you're encouraged to do so for that too. The public service announcement. So we'll move on to our discussion and deliberation items. We have an order authorizing a scheduled airline operating agreement and terminal building lease with Alaska Airlines Incorporated, a scheduled airline operating agreement and terminal building lease with Allegiant Air LLC, and a scheduled airline operating agreement and terminal building lease with United Airlines Incorporated. Order number 214-25. Mr. Jordan.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board. In this case, Alaska Airlines Incorporated, Allegiant Airlines LLC, and United Airlines Incorporated each desire to enter into a 5-year scheduled airline operating agreement and terminal building lease with Jackson County. Airlines will either pay for terminal space at a rate of $48.41 per square foot or pay a turn fee at a rate of $612.15 per turn for fiscal year 25-26. Alaska Airlines Incorporated and United Airlines Incorporated have opted to pay for terminal space, and Allegiant Air LLC has opted to pay for the turn fee. Additionally, these airlines will pay the signatory landing fee of $4.41 per 1,000 pounds as established pursuant to Board Order 148-25. The Alaska Airlines Incorporated agreement is an estimated revenue in the amount of $7,283,700 for the term of the agreement. The Allegiant Air LLC agreement is estimated revenue of $1,567,625 for the term of the agreement, and the United Airlines Incorporated agreement is estimated revenue of $8,028,056 for the term of the agreement. The estimated revenue amounts include the lease of the terminal space or turn fee, respectively, along with estimated revenue from the signatory landing fee. Term of the agreement is July 1st of 2025 through June 30th of 2030. It does require ratification to become effective July 1st of 2025. It's a total estimated revenue of $16,879,381, and I do recommend your approval.
Thank you. Any questions?
Nope. And I will move approval of order number 214-25.
I will second. Any discussion?
Just great to see our airport continue to grow and hum along and operate effectively.
Yeah, and we did review these last Thursday as well in our work session. Okay.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. Our second item is an order authorizing the chair of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners to execute a general service contract and underground right-of-way easement with Pacific Corp doing business as Pacific Power, as order number 215-25. Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, Madam Chair, members of the board, you said Pacific Corp doing business as Pacific Power. In this case, will provide 277 480-volt three-phase electric service for our new multi-use pandemic response center located at 1 Penninger Road in Central Point. The easement, as identified in Exhibit A board order, will be 10 feet in width and 350 feet in length for the work related to underground electrical lines and all necessary or desirable accessories. Term of the contract is upon execution through 5 years, and the term of the easement is upon execution and is permanent. There's no direct financial impact, and I do recommend your approval.
Great, thank you.
And I'll move approval of order number 215-25.
I'll second. And it's exciting to see our pandemic center getting power
One more.
and getting done.
One step closer to a completed MUPERC.
A completed upper. Yeah.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. We have an order authorizing a Jackson County Services contract with Pathfinders of Oregon, doing business as the Pathfinder Network. It's order number 216-25. Mr. Jordan.
Madam Chair, members of the board, as you said, Pathfinders of Oregon doing business as the Pathfinder Network. In this case, will provide trauma-informed, evidence-based mentoring. This is for use and adults on supervision, including treatment, housing, food, clothing, and peer support. Term of the contract is October 1st of 2025 through September 30th of 2027. It does require ratification to become effective October 1st of 2025. It's a not to exceed expense in the amount of $1,722,178 for the term of the contract, and I do recommend your approval.
Thank you.
And I'll move approval of order number 216-25.
I'll second. Any discussion?
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And it looks like our last item is an order authorizing a purchase order under Sourcewell contract with Genuine Parts Company, doing business as Napa Auto Parts. It's order number 217-25. Mr. Jordan.
Madam Chair, members of the board, Jackson County, through our motor pool under the Roads and Parks Department, does periodically need auto parts at various times throughout the year. Genuine Parts Company, doing business as Napa Auto Parts, has offered to sell the county auto parts under a master agreement, which is number 100124-GPC. When we buy parts, we'll use a purchase order through January 10th of 2029. This is a not to exceed amount of contract in the amount of $40,000, and I do recommend your approval.
Thank you.
And I will move approval of order number 217-25.
I will second.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. And that does conclude our agenda, and so our meeting is adjourned.
We hope that you've enjoyed this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. If you have any questions on any part of the show, please feel free to contact your Jackson County Commissioners or staff. You can find their contact information at jacksoncountyor.gov. To review the content of this or any other meeting, under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming.